Man, Nicholas Jackson, that's how he makes us all feel as Chelsea fans. He gets you scratching your head. You know, it's really it's really been confusing as to what to do with Nicholas Jackson. As you can see from the title, it's been a conundrum. It's been confusing. It's been a problem. Because on the one hand, he has all the physical attributes. He has pace, he has skill on the ball, and he has a good shot on him. All these qualities contribute into making a good striker. But certain things just make him unable to finish his food, as they say, to score goals. And what even makes it more confusing is, first off, when Chelsea was linked with Nicholas Jackson from Villarreal, everyone was Nicholas who? Some said he didn't have a very good season to start with Villarreal, so why should Chelsea be going for him? Others said he was a striker that some Bournemouth wanted to sign, and he failed the medicals. So why should Chelsea even think of going for more or less a Bournemouth reject? And then you had the ones who were in favour of the signing. They said he scored about 12 goals in 10 games. I think the 10 last games for Villarreal in the La Liga. And then in pre-season, you see him banging in goals for fun against Newcastle, against Brighton, him banging in goals for fun pre-season. And as a result, Chelsea fans and even some rival fans said, well, oh, besides themselves with joy. We're besides ourselves with joy. Okay, we've got the striker. He is the new DJ Drogba. He's from a French-speaking African nation. He even got the jersey number 15. So some people were going on like that's the natural progression from jersey number 15, moving on to just number 11 by his second season. So we're all buzzing. And then the season starts with a mixed bag, with a real mixed bag. Okay. Look at the chance he missed against Nottingham Forest. Everyone is confused how you miss that sort of a chance. Then you go to the game versus Brighton. Fast forward to the game versus Brighton, the Carabao Cup game. He scores one goal that was allowed. Quite frankly, he should have scored a second goal. He actually scored a goal. It was disallowed wrongfully, in my opinion, and in the opinion of everybody or anybody that has two functional eyes. And then it's okay, he's building up from that. Then we go into the Burnley game, Premier League game. He goes on to score another goal, a beautiful goal again. And then we're like, yes, finally, he's turned the corner. But like the team, the entire Chelsea team, he fell back. He fell back to bad habits once again. And then we get into the Spurs game, and everyone's like, okay, do we really want to see Jackson up front? Maybe we'll go for a few front three, maybe Palmer, Sterling, and Modric, or Palmer, Sterling, Noni Madueke, but certainly not Nicholas Jackson. I don't think anyone in the Chelsea fan was genuinely high on, Nicholas Jackson starting. So he goes on to score a hat-trick. And what even makes it even more confusing and more frustrating is he had tons of chances, gilt-edged chances. And he should have scored 6 goals at least. He managed to score a hat-trick. And normally everyone should be happy with any striker that scores a hat-trick. And as the saying goes, you can't argue with a hat-trick. But then again, his movement was called into question as well. He was always getting caught offside. And for a striker who is pacey, who has tons of pace, you shouldn't be caught offside so often. So that's the question. That's the conundrum. Should we stick or twist with Nicholas Jackson? You know, do we see it out to the end of the season or go all out for Victor Osimhen? Or like saying Victor Osimhen or any other reputable striker, world class striker. I would think they're a dime a dozen at the moment. So for me, Osimhen is the best bet. But today we're talking about Nicholas Jackson. So what do we do? What does the board do? What does Pochettino do? Stick with him or get someone in? For me, I still think someone should be got in, but he has potential. Let's see what happens between now and January and the summer and the winter window. The problem I see with Nicholas Jackson, despite his physical attributes that lend it, that sort of um, give credence to him being a striker, being a successful striker in the Premier League. He's got pace, he's got skill on the ball. You see how he took his second goal. I mean, the third goal against Spurs, rounded the keeper and ball in the back of the net. He's got the pace. But there are a couple of things. One, I think his confidence is shot, just like the rest of the team. Apart from then, the next bit is his movement is horrible. If I'm being fair, if I'm being completely honest, his movement is poor because each time he makes a move, he's offside, and like I said, he shouldn't be offside with that amount of pace. He should be able to just stand by the shoulder of the defender, and once the ball is passed, you outrun, I'll say 90% or I'll say 99% of central defenders in the Premier League, and maybe 80% of fullbacks in the Premier League. So he needs to get his movement in check. Then, another sort of issue I have with Nicholas Jackson, I think he holds onto the ball a bit too long and he comes in too deep. He comes in too deep. The amount of times I've seen Nicholas Jackson in the midfield running with the ball as opposed to being smack in front of goal is just like you're a striker. And then as well, you rarely see Nicholas Jackson facing the goalpost head on, face to face. He's either coming off the right or coming off the left. Never smack facing the goalpost. So this is the conundrum, especially going into the game versus Man City. Do you stick with him or do you go to flew front three? Because usually, if a striker scores 3 goals in the game, you're like, okay, he definitely should, start the next game, at least to reward him for a good performance. But that's it exactly. But do his overall performance versus Spurs and the goals he missed and his poor decisions get you the question: would that be the right decision to have him start against a Man City? A side that you would definitely not create as many chances as you created versus Man City, versus Spurs, and you have to take the few chances you get, or else you end up with no points in that game. So let me know, what would you do if you were in Pochettino's shoes? Let me know. Tell me, would you stick with him? Would you drop him to the bench, play Broja if he's fit enough, go with a few front three? And what would you do in January? Would you sign a world class number 9? Because rumors are the board are looking to sign a world class number 9. So would you be looking to sign another striker, or you stick with him till the end of the season? So at this point, I've come to the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I do appreciate your views and I do appreciate your comments. So see you with another video, which I think would be the preview to the Chelsea versus Man City game. So stick around for that one. See you soon. Bye-bye.